What's up, guys? Welcome back to EBFG TV, here for another match preview. The Seattle Sounders travel to the Midwest and Kansas City to face Sporting KC tomorrow night. A rare weekday match, Brian, on a Wednesday. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
I have a lot of feelings about about everything, but this game in particular, I mean, you better than anyone know my feelings about Kansas City away.
Sure, yeah. Brian was almost. I genuinely thought I was going to have to hospitalize you after the game last year.
Yeah,
so.
I maybe should have been. But,
a little dehydrated. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah, nothing to do with how bad the team was playing, which was bad.
That was just self-injury.
Just, sick and dehydrated, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
So, even if we were playing great right now, I wouldn't feel good about this game just because the two trips I've made to Kansas City were that game and the 2012 Open Cup final.
Yep.
So, not great memories there.
Yep.
It's a tough place to play for anyone, but it seems like especially for us. Although we did have that one, God, when would that have been? 2012, 2013 or something?
The 2-1?
Yeah, where we scored those two. Yeah. It was like two stoppage time goals, or like an 89th minute and a stoppage time goal to come back and win. I think it was Nagel and Rosales or something.
Something like that, sure.
Yeah.
That's when Nielsen face first happened, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think there was that other one where Jimmy scored a late winner there.
Yeah, I know Traore scored a late winner there sometime.
Yeah, so we have won there before, but those were, hot take, I guess.
Especially the memorable.
Yeah. Hot take, I guess. Much better Sounders teams, or at least maybe not necessarily on paper, but they were certainly in better form. I don't know what to expect tomorrow, to be honest. I don't have high expectations for this game.
I don't either. It's always a tough place to play. It's especially tough coming off a 4-1 drubbing in Chicago.
Yeah.
And only, 3 full days rest, 4 full days rest, whatever that is. It's one of those games where I could see it going either way. We could lose 5-0 or we could even win 5-0. Like, who knows? Sometimes that happens because these midweek games are always weird, especially in a place like Kansas City when they've been on the road since, I think, last Thursdays when they left for Chicago. So the team's been on the road for a while. Anything can happen. But yeah, I really don't expect much. The big news that Jovan Jones is suspended, so the team has flown out Nuhu. Yeah. Do you expect to see big things from him tomorrow at all?
Well, Schmetz certainly hinted that he may be starting, which, at this point, why not? Like, what else can go wrong? I thought he was pretty impressive in his I can't remember how many minutes he got, but in that friendly, I thought he was pretty good. At least the parts that I watched on TV. But it's really a tough one to predict because that's a friendly. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. And he's obviously in a game like that. He's going to be out there trying his butt off, so to speak, to impress the coaching staff, make an impression, and show them that he should be out there. So it's going to be a lot different in a real game pressure situation where he's defending guys that are really trying to score because it matters just as much to them.
Yeah.
But I think this game will be a good indicator of the level of heart that this team has. For
sure, it's definitely a huge opportunity for him to crack the first team lineup. Whether that's just being in the 18 would be pretty huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a really cool opportunity there. I tweeted earlier today as kind of a joke that last year Kansas City was kind of the turning point. As we all know, that was Ziggy Schmidt's last game as head coach of the Sounders.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that drastic.
No, certainly not.
If we do lose 3-0 tomorrow, I definitely don't think Brian Schmetzer is on the hot seat. And it's still early in the season. It's the middle of May. There's no reason to panic quite to that extent yet. But I am hoping that maybe Chicago is even the turning point. And that was their point where they said, okay, we really need to start playing more as a team. Brian Schmetzer said that in his post-game comments. He said that they just need to start playing more as a team, and I agree. We didn't look good in Chicago, and we need to step it up tomorrow night because it's kind of a tough week. We were in Chicago on Saturday, Kansas City tomorrow, and then we're at home against Real Salt on Saturday. So is it Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's Saturday afternoon.
Okay, I think it is Saturday. So yeah, I mean it's a tough week, and I'm hoping some of the younger guys that don't always start, get a chance to prove themselves tomorrow, because it is a tough midweek game. As we've both said, I don't expect much, and let's jump right into it. Match predictions. What do you think?
I normally like to be optimistic for these, but I'm going to say like maybe 3-1 Sporting.
Yeah, I like to be optimistic too, because at the end of the day, I am a homer and I am incredibly biased. But man, if we get a draw tomorrow, that'd be a pretty big result.
I'd be totally content with a draw.
I'd be very happy with the draw tomorrow. I'm going to go with 2-2. I'll say we'll draw. Okay. I'll be at least semi-optimistic. Yeah, I'll go 2-2. I always say scenarios that would be awesome, like I'd love a late goal or like I'd love a goal from blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to say that. I would just like to draw 2-2, please. Yeah, getting a point and coming home. Really get out of Kansas City with a point or get out of Kansas City without any injuries and come home and regroup for Saturday if need be.
Yeah, no more injuries, no more suspensions. No more just silliness.
Yeah.
And if I'm Schmetz, I actually I wouldn't mind seeing someone like Mathers get a start, Nuhu get a start.
Mm-hmm.
Even someone like, I don't know if Wingo even came on the trip actually, but
as far as I know, I think Wingo's still injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone like maybe Adekoya then getting a start, or at least maybe like, put him in at halftime, something, give him some decent minutes, especially if we're down.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, what we're doing is clearly not working.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's just a matter of, waiting until it does. I think you have to send a message at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I don't want to wait until August this season to start playing like a team. So whatever it takes, whether it's switching some stuff up or just benching a guy to maybe send a message, I think now is probably a good time for that.
I've seen a lot of people mention championship hangover when talking about the Sounders this year. But I think we're to that point in the middle of May where if there was a championship hangover, it should have been over by now. I mean, we've played, 9 or 10 games. Is that right?
Yeah, it's more than that even, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've played enough games to where whatever championship hangover should be done and gone, especially for a team that's used to winning maybe not the MLS Cup, but the U.S. Open Cup and different stuff like that. The championship hangover should be over by now. So I think that's kind of a lame excuse. I would like to see Schmetzer switch it up a little bit tomorrow because it's a midweek game and because they've been traveling all week. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess that's all we can do now is just hope for the best.
Yeah, I think the championship hangover, it seems like usually when teams get that championship hangover sort of thing, it's like they're playing kind of overly cocky and expecting results and just not getting them. We're doing the opposite. I mean, we're playing timid and passive and just I don't know how to describe it really, but it's been frustrating.
Anyways, guys, that's what we think here at EBFG TV. Comment down below. Tell us what you think. Like, click subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow us on Twitter at EBFG TV. Tell us what you think there, too. Tweet us your match predictions. And we will see you, hopefully, after some kind of result Wednesday night in Kansas City. Later.